Hi, friends. Hello, hello. Hi. Hi, this is attorney Marina Shepelsky. Just trying to go live here on Instagram. And okay. All right. Here we are. Hello, world. This is Marina Shepelsky. Hello, hello. Marina Shepelsky here. Starting my Wednesday live English language stream about U.S. immigration news in the world of U.S. immigration, what's going on, what you can expect, what's new. Hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. And we are here live. I'm coming to you from New York. Our office is in Brooklyn, New York. And we're happy to work with all the 50 states and every country in the world to help people legalize here, to help people legalize. We've had a wonderful week so far, and here we go. I'm going to just give it a few more minutes for people to join. It's a cold, crisp day. My husband has a really bad viral cold. I just came back from the doctor with him, and apparently the urgent care where we went was full of people with viral colds. So wherever you are, I hope you are healthy and safe and feeling good. Because we have a couple of people in our house who are not feeling well, and it always happens around this time of year here in the Northeast of the United States because it gets cold and people's immune systems are like not prepared for this. Let me know where you are watching me from. Put it in the comments. I'm happy to, I'm happy to see where you're watching me from because it motivates me people watching from different parts of the world. So that's really cool. And I try to make my videos to tailor to like the needs of the people who are watching. So for the next time, maybe I'll find something that matches where you're watching me from. Saul is watching me from California. Uh, People are saying they want a UK tourist visa. I don't work with UK. I only work with the United States, and even then, we don't really handle tourist visas. You can post your question in the comments, and I will answer it. Nothing I say in the show is intended to be legal advice. For legal advice, give us a call in the office. If you don't feel like calling, we have link in my profile, both on Instagram and on YouTube. You can basically just click the link and schedule your appointment to have a consultation with us, and we'll be happy to answer any of your questions. And I cannot post this on Instagram, just click on my profile, but I will post it a little later in my comments on YouTube. So the biggest news this week, just to get into the news as promised, was that for people who have a case in the process already with USCIS, they added the ability to use this tool called My Progress to now determine what is your personal waiting time on each case that you add by receipt number to your personal USCIS account called My USCIS. So we highly recommend that you do add all of your cases to your My USCIS account. First, that you register for a USCIS account. Then you should add all of your cases to My USCIS account. And now you have a tool called My Progress, My Progress. You can go in there and see how long each of your cases will take. For now, it's not for every type of case, but they already cover family-based applications, I-485. They're already covering work permits, I-765, and some other forms, and TPS is now in there. So USAID expanded the My Progress tool to include applications for permanent residence, green card applications, and they're also including TPS. You also can go in and check how your work permit, employment authorization is doing, your travel application for your advanced parole, and your citizenship application, N400, and you will see how long you personally have to wait. You don't have to wait for my lives to ask me. You can go on your phone and check how long your case will take. This is really great. I'm very happy that this is coming out because lawyers are always answering these questions and we are just guesstimating. We're just guessing. But now you'll have the access to your personal progress of your case right on your phone. So this is good news for people from Florida. Tampa office is moving. And just keep that in mind. Tampa office is relocating. This is the asylum office in Tampa. This was released yesterday. The USCIS's Tampa asylum office is moving to a new location. The new address is going to be 3924 Coconut Palm Drive, Tampa, Florida. I love the names of streets in Florida. Everything is palms and coconuts and palm groves and everything is all about the tropics. I love Florida. I have a place in Miami. I go all the time. This year, we're going to go for the entire Christmas week and New Year's to Florida with my family. I'm really excited. Emmanuel Apuamadi is watching from Jacksonville, Florida. So perhaps the Tampa Asylum Office and Kaylin is in Florida. Oh my God, it's like I'm guessing that a lot of people from Florida are watching today. Talking about this Tampa relocation for only the asylum USCIS office, not the entire field office, only the asylum office in Florida. Lush Realtors is watching from Maryland. Amazing. Vera from our office is watching, saying yes. Good morning. Hello. And she's also saying good luck to you. Thank you so much for watching, Vera. Good morning from my friend here, Islam for Kids. And Islam for Kids is watching from Ohio. Very happy to see this. And we love our brothers and sisters from Islam, the religion of peace. Uh, what else do we have going on here? I mentioned this last time. And okay, so USAS doesn't have any more news. Let's see what else is out there for news. Um, for now, post where you're watching it from and post your question. I will get to it in like 5-7 minutes when I'm done with the news segment of this show. Okay, this is very new information. The green card backlog, the delay in green cards, has increased by 14% in the last month. All right, and this is about the immigrant visa backlog from the National Visa Center. So the number of green card applications whose cases were finished documentarily, ready to go for an interview, and ready to be scheduled for an interview increased from 312,000 in September 2023 to 353,000 in October. 13% increase, and then 14 more percent in October. So it went up by a lot, and it looks like it's just not getting better. I don't know. National Visa Center is not doing very well. So um, you know, that's just a fact. I really don't know what we can do. I always try to like talk about a problem and talk about a potential solution. I really don't know what to do with this. People are waiting for interviews longer and longer with the National Visa Center. I don't know what to tell you. The visa bulletin came out for December 2023. See what happened. Let's see, comparison for, I'm going to go through the category of family-based green card waiting times, family-based green card backlogs. F1, unmarried children, age 21 and older of U.S. citizens. No change from November. It's still stuck on September 2017. F2A, spouses and unmarried children under age 21 of green card holders. This is F2A, green card holder spouses and kids under 21. No change since, since November. I'm sorry, since November. F2B, unmarried children 21 and older of green card holders. Adult kids of green card holders, no change since November. F3, married children of US citizens, no change since November. Really wasn't much of a change since October. Here, March 2010. March 2010. This is ridiculous. 13-year wait for people who are married children of US citizens. Finally, no change again for siblings, brothers and sisters of US citizens. They have not moved up at all for EB2. They're stuck on January 2023. And my clients, I have cases where we won EB2 and they filed in like April or May, and they're still waiting. And we don't know how long this wait is going to be because it hasn't changed since last month. EB4 has not changed. There's been really no change in any categories between November to December. And as I mentioned earlier in the earlier piece of news, the backlog is growing. So it's not getting any better. I don't know what to tell you guys. The processing times is just getting longer if you have anything for immigrant visas. On the other hand, I'm seeing that people filing for US citizenship and 400 inside US, that's moving pretty fast no matter where you are. New York and Cali are like really the most delayed. And even there, it's like, I don't know, 8 months. Other places, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. So if you file for US citizenship, you have a chance to get it pretty quickly. So this is just to encourage you to file for US citizenship and to say, hey, if you have a chance to file, file. Okay, I'm gonna start answering. Good morning from Kwaku. Anaine watching me from Kentucky. Saying good morning. Good morning, and thank you for watching. Somebody's watching from India. Mayhem Goated. Get to it in a minute. All right. So let me start with your questions. Again, not legal advice, just thinking out loud, talking about educational and entertaining information with you guys. For a consultation, if you're in the States, call us. And we also have a link in our profile that you could basically just click and schedule your own appointment at a time that's great for you. And you can do everything on your own without talking to anybody in our office if you don't want to. And this is this is 21st century. I get it. People don't want to talk to anybody. So last night, our manager was texting me this morning. We had 4 people after hours. Nobody was in the office who scheduled 4 appointments for this year still. And we're running out of appointments for this year. So if you want to set something up this year, remember how I mentioned I will be away on vacation the last week of December. My whole office will be closed last week of December. So if you want to still have a conference this year, schedule right now. Otherwise, we're running out of spots for everyone. And I'm not the only one who does consultations. We have myself and 3 other specialists, lawyers and paralegals who do these. If you're interested in this year, call if you have some time. We're already booking people for January. We already have things booked for January. So give us a call. I'm going to post the link in the comments, and I'll get right to your questions. This is the link. We have 4 calendars there that you can choose whoever you want to see. All right. I'm doing this as I'm posting the link. So if you see my comment in the comments on YouTube and Facebook. And if you're watching me on Instagram, just go to the profile. Okay, my comments on YouTube with questions. Here we go. Mayhem Goated says, hi, good morning. I have one question. I overstayed my visa from India. Will I be able to get a green card by chance? I just recorded some videos, and you can go on my YouTube channel and find some ways to legalize if you overstayed your visa. Overstaying your visa under 6 months, you still can do some non-immigrant visa. Like you would still become a student. After 6 months, there's no chance for non-immigrant visa. You got to do something for a green card directly, and that's asylum. File for asylum within 1 year of your entry into U.S. It could be U visa, T visa, marriage, so you're a citizen, marriage with abuse. There's some options out there. Kwaku says, good morning, Marina. What is the best way to get a quick response from USCIS for my pending I-485 green card application? It's been pending for more than 4 years. 4 years is ridiculous. So I offer for you to call us, set up an appointment. We're going to review, see what's going on. And if there's really nothing happening, it's just a long wait, we can file something called a writ of mandamus for you, where we sue the federal government, we sue them to schedule your matter. So we say, you haven't done your job, USCIS. 4 years is way too long to wait. Again, if there's no problem, and they usually will schedule you for an interview very quickly. DT says, hello, I have a pending asylum after expired I-94. Can I re-enter with advanced parole with a new I-94 and adjust to through green card lottery? Uh, it's a difficult question. If you had an expired I-94, you had unlawful presence. I guess I don't think so. I really don't think that you will be able to get the green card, and I don't think you'll be able to get the advance parole if you have a pending asylum. But again, I cannot give you like direct advice. I urge you to call and do a consultation. But just from what you wrote, my first is Kaylin says, I'm a DACA recipient and I got an advance parole. I entered the country illegally with my mom. I was only 14 years old. We were detained by immigration in Texas and then we were released from detention. Will this affect my re-entry? If you use your advance parole, you become an admissible person as an arriving alien. So it's really good if you can get DACA with advance parole. Use the advance parole, come back. After that, you can do like a marriage green card inside the US or anything like that. Um, Good morning from Mohammed. I'm Ben Hamu. Good morning. Manuel says, please, how many years of work permit will I receive if I'm looking for a job off campus because of financial hardship? Probably 2 years, Emmanuel. Probably only two. Andre says hello. Andre has a question. He says he has a question about his DS-264. Do I need to submit my deleted social media pages within the last 5 years? Um, that's a hard question. I would say probably yes. Islam for Kids from Ohio says, I heard Trump will try to deport people with no status. My father might still be pending until then. What would be their interest for me? If you have a pending VAWA, you're in status. Not status. You're not illegal. If you have VAWA in the works, I wouldn't worry. You will be fine. I would not worry about that. Andre, if you can't recall them, don't worry about it. Just put in what you do recall, the social media page. Papa says, oh, okay, we did this already. I have Gordon says, okay, we answered this one already. Valeria Romo says, hello. I'm outside of the country and applying for violence against women act VAWA, I-360 VAWA. I'm thinking about asking for asylum. If I do, will it be best to submit my VAWA case when I'm inside US or outside? Usually, if you have the chance, I say inside US is the best way. Also, asylum, you can only file inside the US. Only inside US you can file for asylum. Good morning, Ojitos Lindos. Thank you so much. I'm married to a US citizen. Okay, I understand. My friend Perforia Diaz says it's been 11 months since I received my work permit and advance parole. Now I'm waiting for the interview for the green card. Hopefully, good news take too long. Oh my gosh, I have a story for you guys. It is taking a long time after your Gava is approved to get the green card. Some people wait 1 or 2 years. Yesterday, I'm looking for my office keys and like digging in my bag in front of my office. And the guy just runs up to me and goes, I know you're Marina from YouTube. You're an immigration lawyer. I have my VAWA approved and I've been waiting for 6 months already for my green card. Is that normal? Should I do something? How can I get it expedited? Please, I just have one question. I said, relax. You're fine. There's nothing you can do. And that's it. It's not for Princess. Hey, okay, Instagram questions. I don't want to leave my Instagram friends out. I can't see my Instagram questions. Give me a second. It's loading, guys. Okay, there we go. Uh, Sweet Mo says, hi, my 13-year-old had his biometrics done already. We got a notice saying that he has to do another one. Is it because he turned 14 a few days ago? Very likely. Yeah. Just do it. Don't worry about it. It happens sometimes. It doesn't mean anything bad. Just do the biometrics again the second time. Nothing bad will happen. Anthony Steinert says, I received my work permit last week. How long will it take to get an approval for my advance parole? Soon. If you got your work permit, soon. Give it a few more weeks. Soon the advance parole will come. Harwind 2158 says, good morning and have a nice day, dear Madam Marina. Thank you. Okay. All right. That's all for Instagram. Instagram guys, please post in the comments and ladies, and I will be happy to answer your questions. This is when I do it. Porphyria says, I'm planning to go visit Cuba as a tourist. Will that be a case when I enter US again? It will be my fourth time flying to another country. Porphyria, I'm sorry, I always say Porphyria. You will have no problems using your advance parole to go to Cuba. I know we discussed that you have it before and your VAWA is approved. However, Cuba is not a very friendly country. Be careful going there when you don't even have your green card yet. To US, it's not a friendly country. Welcome, says Iksan. Soul says hello, good morning. Is the staff to citizenship for parents possible? Yes, if you are a US citizen, you can file for your parents. Yes, it's possible. All right. So I see Instagram is watching, but it's people says thank you. Watching, but not really asking me questions, you guys. Come on, ask me some questions. I want to see some of your questions. If you've been thinking about something, go ahead, ask me, and let me know where you're watching me from. That's really important. Let's see what else is new. Okay, Sweet Mo says on Instagram, good. I got a request for evidence on my form I-485. So if you file for green card, they requested some additional evidence from USCIS. We submitted the evidence that they requested. Now I can't see any change online. You won't see change a lot of times. It doesn't mean that they haven't received it. I hope you sent it by certified mail or Federal Express or something like that. I hope you did because just in case they could track that they received it, but almost 100% they received it. They're just not updating anything online. And I am Prince CHA says he's watching from India. Welcome to my show here. Gracias from Porfirio. Emmanuel says, thank you for answering. I applied for financial hardship work permit in June of this year, but haven't received it yet. Plus, how long will it take? It depends where you live. Sometimes it takes 6 to 9 months. Sometimes it takes 18 months for some people. Very difficult to say. Islam for Kids says tomorrow is the last day of the appeal due an immigration court for my termination decision. Once no one appeals it, what will happen? Nothing will happen, Islam. Nothing is going to happen. Once the case gets terminated, people always ask me that. They think something will happen. Nothing happens. Termination means they're not interested in you. They're not going to be following your case. They're not going to be checking on you. They're done with your case and they will not do anything unless you file for something. You could file again for asylum or something else, but I believe that you have a case for something else. Franklin is watching from Africa and says, thank you so much. Very informative. Thank you for watching, Franklin. Thank you. We got a lot of people with interest in Wawa watching. We do a lot of that. We also do a lot of work with um, asylum, people who cross the border, or just people in the US filing for asylum. Also, if you're here over 10 years and have a US citizen or green card holder, spouse or kids or parents, we can do completion of removal for you. Um, Habib Ur 6342 says, I'm from Pakistan and I want to come to work. Is it possible for me? I'm an assistant engineer. We need a company to sponsor you for coming to the States. You can find a company that wants to hire you, no problem. Of course, you can come here. But step one is to find a company to sponsor you to come to the States. All right. What else? Franklin wants to know why is asylum approval rate so low in Houston, Texas, please. The problem is that Texas and some other states in the South are very conservative republic states against immigrants. So that office probably denies even more than the other offices. The other offices also deny most applications. Generally, to get asylum approved is really difficult. Usually, the highest rate in court, only through the judge, are like 60%, maybe 70%. And there's maybe out of all the judges in the States, in the United States, there's maybe like 3 or 4 judges with a really high rate of approval. Those judges, if you think they're a good judge, that would be over 50% approval. Most judges. In states like Houston, most judges have less than 10%, less than 5%. Emmanuel says he lives in Florida. Lots of Floridians today here. That's good. Islam for Princess, thank you for letting me know and sending me red hearts. Thank you. It says you're amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. What else did I want to ask? All right, if you're here without any documents to this day, there is this visa called T visa that's available for people who work here in the States and just very, very, uh, like where they worked, they were traumatized. There was really bad work conditions. They worked for less money than they should have gotten. Sometimes it's family members, like traffic people, bring them in here to work. That is called T visa. T visa. We're doing a lot of this work right now for T visas from people who come here. Either they were brought to work and they work in very bad conditions, or they came in thinking they were legalized in some other way, but they fall into a job where they're abused in the job, or abused in the work of work, in the place of work. And so if you have that situation, you have a way to get a green card from it. First, we get the T visa for you, and then 3 years we'll file for a green card. T visa is only around 2 years, and it's much quicker than the U visa, and also leaves the green card in 3 years. Franklin says, thank you for responding. How about Houston, please? I wish you know the third country law is still in. Yes, the third country law is still in place. So if you lived or stayed in another country before coming here and asking for asylum, you will be asked why you didn't ask for the asylum in the other country. Sanjay is online, says, I contacted you on WhatsApp, but there was no response. Sanjay, click on my profile on Instagram. Click on the link to schedule an appointment and just schedule an appointment, book yourself a consultation. That's really right now the best way to avoid waiting for something to write you back because everybody who calls usually will require you to make an appointment to see it. Click the link and make an appointment. Yes, you don't even need to wait for anybody to answer in WhatsApp. That's my advice to you today. L Copa LLC says, I have a question. All right, ask your question. Melvin says, yes, yes, no problem. El Copa, go ahead and ask your question. We're going to be here for another 5 minutes, so I'll be happy to answer your question. For people on Instagram, I'm not doing any joint lives with people because I don't really know how to control that stuff, being honest with you. Alcopa has a question. I had a asylum interview more than 15 months ago and still have no decision. That happens. It's very sad and not right. That's not right that it happened to you. It doesn't mean that anything is wrong. That's just how they work. You have two choices, actually three choices. One, write them a letter saying, hey, I've been waiting for more than 15 months. Probably not anything that will change. Number two, do nothing. They will eventually get you, I promise. Three, take them to federal court. We can help you. File a writ of mandamus in federal court. And just to give you the price range, some lawyers in the United States charge 5,000. I know some lawyers are charging 10,000. We are like in the middle of that. To do this writ of mandamus, it works every time, 100% of the time. When you've been waiting for so long for your decision, it works 100% of the time. So you will get scheduled for a decision right away. The quality is not good. I think sometimes it's the internet where you are. My quality is fine here. It's the same thing that I usually do. Processing time for a permit, work permit on USCIS website. You could just do what I described earlier in the show. Sign up for my USCIS account, add your I-765 to it, and use the My Progress tool to see how long you will have to wait for a decision. Okay, I think I will be, and Alcopa says, thank you so much. I think I will be wrapping up for the show today. Sanjay S. Online wants to know what is the best way available, what is the best kind of scenario to immigrate to USA from India. If you have a sponsor, you can come for a work visa. If you marry a US citizen, you can do a green card through marriage. Uh, right now, a lot of people from India are coming to the border, US border in Mexico or in Canada, and asking for asylum there. All right. Kashif says, hello, everyone. Hi, Kashif, property consultant. Hi, thank you for watching. Okay, a couple of more comments and we'll be wrapping up. Carlos Cruz says, what is the approval rate in Vermont? For what? For work permit? You'd have to tell me what you're asking about. MD Hassanur Rahman says, my wife applied for the F4 visa in 2009 through her sister in California. How long should we wait? All right. So right now, I don't know what country you're from. That's gonna change the times, right? So December 2023 reasonable, right? Okay. So we're talking about the category F4. F4 is brothers and sisters of US citizens. Right now, for every country in the world, they're working on 2007. You filed in 2009. But if you're from India, you're looking at October of 2005. So if you're from India, it's 4 more years. If you're not from India and you're not from Mexico, you'll have to wait another 2 years until the case is ready for processing. You will have to do visa applications for every family member, and you will have to do an affidavit of support. Melvin has a question. He says, I'm an accountant working in Saudi Arabia. How to immigrate to US by skill immigration or any other country. Uh, US, you will need a sponsor. That's all. Oh, Carlos wants to know how long is adjustment of status. I assume you're asking about in Vermont, about a year to year and a half. So your PD was done in March 2022, and you have approved VAWA. Okay, so yeah, so it's going to take a year to year and a half from the date your VAWA was approved, Carlos Cruz. Okay, Carlos, 1 year to 1.5 years from the date your VAWA was approved. All right, I think I'm going to wrap up for today. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Have a great week. I'll see you next